Good morning, everyone. Shall we start our class? So the last class we discussed group policy, first class, and we seen group policy is a collection of settings which can be applied on users, which can be applied on computers here, right? And as administrator, by the help of group policy, we can do centralized, easy management, right, on network resources here. If you want to allow the user to access the resources or deny, we require group policy here, right? And the last class we seen how to apply the group policies. So whenever we are applying group policy, we have to take a group of users or group of computers to apply the policy. And to apply the group policy, the last class we seen, we require levels of the group policies. By the help of that, we can apply. So we seen the last class how to apply a group policy by using OU level. Then we seen how to apply group policy by using domain level. And we seen how to apply group policy by using site level here, right? So if I apply the group policy on particular OU, only that OU users are restricted. Like the last class we seen, we have a domain that is a zoom.com. In that, Microsoft by default is given container users. In that, we can create the user accounts here, but we cannot apply group policy here. So to apply the group policy, we require OUs. So we're creating one OU by the name of sales. And in this OU, we have S1 and S2 user, and we have example one more OU by the name of marketing. And in this OU, we have a M1 and M2 user. We have one more OU, example accounts. And in this OU, we have some user accounts, example A1 and A2. So if I apply the group policy on sales OU, only this OU users are restricted. That is called OU level. If I apply the policy on zoom.com domain, so this is called domain level group policy, and this domain, all the users and all the administrators are going to affect it. If I apply the policy on site, right, so this policy will affect to all this domain forest users here, including your administrators, right? So the last class we seen how to create the OU, how to apply OU level policy, domain level policy, and site level policy, and we seen the last class hierarchy of group policy also, and we seen the last class how to block the top level policy on the down level, right, by using block inheritance here. Okay, now today we have a group policy second class, and today we have small different topics are there in the group policy we are discussing. And today first one is software deployment. So write down the heading group policy second class, and today our first topic is software deployment. And please copy this page. It's done. So the first topic today we have software deployment. Here software means applications. Deployment means easy and centralized management, remote management we want to do, right? So here example, right now this is my domain model. In my domain I have a server, I have a number of machines as a clients, and have nearly 100 clients and 100 employees are there. So some of the employees are working in sales department, example 50, 30 employees are working in account department, marketing, and 20 employees are working in account department. So total we have 100 users, 100 computers, and these users are domain users. These users can log into any client machine. There is no restriction, right? So S1 can log in here, S2 can log in here, M1 here, M2 you can log in. Okay, the users can log into this machine. But here example, one day my boss is coming, is saying, sir, we have a task here, we have a new project, we want to give some application to our users, we want to give some application to users, we want to give some application to sales user, we want to give some application to marketing user, we want to give some application to account users here, right? And allow the user to access this application from the network. So it means the user can log into any machine, user should access this application here. And the second thing my boss is saying, sir, on application we require security also. One department user should not access other department application. So we want to serve some application to sales users, marketing and account, And on application, we require security, right? One department user should not access other department application, one. And the second thing, user should access this application from the network, not from same machine. Whenever the user is logging to any machine, user should get same application. Okay, user should access that application, right? This one. So example, I'm asking to my boss, sir, what application for sales user, sir, for what application for marketing, for what application for account user. My boss is saying, sir, for sales user we require two applications, sir. One is PowerPoint application and one is a Word application. My boss is not saying complete MS Office, only PowerPoint and Word application for sales user. For marketing users, we require two applications, Excel and Adobe Reader application. Okay, this one. And for account users, we require one application, only Tally application. So total how many applications? 5 application: PowerPoint, Word for sales user, Excel, Adobe Reader for marketing, and Tally application for account users, right? And my boss is saying, said this application, right, serve the application in network, allow the user to access this application from any machine in the network there. Okay, we want. So now here, as you remember here, the user can log into any machine, user can download the applications, but user cannot install the application. Option is not available there, right? Who is having right to install the application? Only administrator. So whenever we are purchasing the application or downloading the application, your application extension is this one, that is called, whatever the name is their application, but extension is .exe. Exe stands executable file. Like so many times we install the application, MS Office, Java, C++, or there are so many applications we install in our home PCs. Like we have file setup.exe, that is called executable file. So setup.exe is used for to install the application in local computer, in the local hard disk. If you want to install the application in same machine, we require .exe application here. Okay, so if I take the help of .exe application, and right now really I don't know, as an admin, my sales user are sitting on which machine, my marketing user are sitting on which machine, my account user are sitting on which machine. If I have like this example, the first 50 machines are using sales users, I will go there, I will install PowerPoint and application. That time my job is very easy. If I know the 30 machines, this selected 30 machines are using by marketing user, I will go there, I will install only Excel and Adobe Reader application. If I know the last 20 machines are using my account users, as an admin I will go there, I will install only Tally application. So then my job is what? Easy. Okay, but it's not like that. The user are not sitting on the same computer. The users are domain user, and this domain user can log into any machine. Next day I don't know the marketing user are sitting on which machine, I don't know the sales user are sitting on which machine, or account user are sitting on which machine here. So I want to serve the services in network, I want to serve the application in network here. By sitting on any machine, I want to allow the user to access application. So then Microsoft is saying you can do one thing. If you go for manual process, right, go to the first machine and install all 5 applications, right? Go to the first machine, install all 5 applications. If I take the help of .exe application, now like this, go to the next machine, install all 5 applications, go to next machine, install all 5 applications, go to this machine, install all 5 applications, and now the application is available in local hard disk. Now next day the user are asking, sir, which computer we have to use to access application? Sales user, marketing user, account user asking, sir, which computer we have to use to access our application? Any computer we can say, because application is available in every machine. So as an admin, one application, how many times you have to install? 100 machine into 5 means what? One application 100 times, 5 application means 500 times. Not only how much time you need to install only 5 applications in 100 machines, 500 times, 1 hour, 1 day, or at least 1 week. We require 1 week to install the application. Then I can allow the user to access. Okay, I can do like this, take 1 week and install the application, but here I'm not saving the time, right? I'm wasting the time, not doing easy management. Second thing is what? Whenever the user S1 is logging to any machine, if you go to the start program, tell to the user you can go to start program and you can find your application. S1 belongs to sales, PowerPoint and Word. As S1 user can access or not here. But after my job is done, again as a S1 user, if I'm going to start programs, can you find other department application also? Yes, Excel also is available, Adobe Reader also is available, and Tally also. So it means one department user is having right to access other department application. Like M1 user is logging. If you go to the start program, tell to the M1 access your Excel application and access your Adobe Reader application. But after the job is done, again the M1 is going back to the, if you're going to the start program again, now you can find here PowerPoint viewer application also, Word application also, and Tally application. So not only on applications, we are allowing the user to access application from the network by sitting on any machine, but on application we have any security? No, one department user accessing other applications. So that's why the microservice is saying, if you're going like this, you're wasting your time and you're not doing easy and centralized management on application, and there is no security on your application. So the microservice is saying, do one thing, right? Take the help of group policies, and in group policy we have option software deployment, and by the help of software deployment, deploy the application. So through software deployment, if I'm deploying application, we no need to install the application in all 100 computers here. So this time I want to take the help of group policy, I want to take the help of software deployment to deploy the application here. So then microservice saying, collect all the applications and keep this application in server. Just I'm saying keep the application in server, keep the files of application in server, not install. But to keep the files of application in server, we require one share folder. Create one share folder by any name. So I'm creating one share folder by the name of software, and share this folder. And when you're sharing this folder, give the common permission, everyone read and write, right? And download the application from websites or purchase the application from vendor. But when you're purchasing the application from vendor or downloading, we require this file .msi but not .exe. .msi stands Microsoft installer. Microsoft installer. So it means when you're downloading the application from vendor website or when you're purchasing the application, there are two types of files are there. One is .exe and one is .msi. Till now we know what is .exe. If you double click, installation will start in the same machine. But here I don't want to install the application in local computer hard disk. I want to serve the application in network. My user want to access this application from the network by sitting on any machine. So then we require .msi but not .exe here. MSI stands Microsoft installer. Now download the application from vendor website like PowerPoint, Word. Keep all the application in share folder, Excel, and I'm not installing application in server. Just I'm keeping the copy of application here, Adobe Reader and Tally. But the extension of this application should be what here? .msi. You have to confirm this one. Okay. So all the application extension should be .msi. Now take the help of group policy, and we can apply group policy on OU level, domain level and site level. So if you want to give the application to all domain users, so apply the policy on domain level. But this time I don't want to give to domain users. I want to give to the particular OU users, particular application. So now go to the group policy, take the help of software deployment, and on sales OU, deploy the PowerPoint and Word application. And for marketing users, deploy the Excel and Adobe Reader. So next day, after deployment is done, now next day when the user S1 is asking to you, sir, which computer I have to use to access my application? So tell to the user, say, log into any machine, access your application. But remember here, now the application is not available in client machine hard disk, is available in server. But how the server is serving the application? Now when the S1 user is logging, once you type your name and password, once you press enter, the request will go to server. Server will confirm your name and password. At the same time, server will check the group policy. In group policy, already we have given the policy for sales user. We have two applications, PowerPoint and Word. So when the S1, S2 user is logging, automatically these two applications will download from server to client and automatically will install also. It will download and install. Just tell to the user log on and go to start program, access your application. Right? The application is downloading from server to client, right? And user can access application. But now this time application is not available in local hard disk. Application is available in user profile here. Application is available in user profile. So when S1 user is logging, if you go to the start program, can you find PowerPoint and Word application or not here? Next moment, after five minutes, example, I'm logging as a M1 user. But tell me, M1 user can find you these two applications? No, it's not available. This application is given to only sales user can access, right? But not marketing, not accounts. But the sales user has to use the same machine to access application or any machine. Any machine. Next day when I'm logging to this machine as a S1 user here, request will go to server and server will serve these two application on this computer also. So it means application is available in server. Automatically application is downloading from server to client and installing in the profile, and user can access. And one user cannot access, one department user cannot access other department application. One OU user cannot access other OU applications here, right? So on the application, now tell me, we have a security. Yes. On application, we are doing centralized management. Yes, we are saving the time and we are serving the application in network. User can log into any machine, user can access their application here. So this is possible by the help of software deployment. So that's why you can see in this page is written software deployment. It is to deploy the software. Software means application on all computers in the domain from one centralized location by applying the group policies. Okay. And software deployment support deployment of .msi, but not .exe. It will not support .exe. It will support only .msi extension application. Okay. Yes, sir. MSI. Yes. Previously, the companies, vendors are giving only .exe application. So that time we have to take the converter to convert exe to MSI. We have converters also. If you're not finding, example, you have your company application and that is developed by .exe, is designed. So we can take the help of converter, we can convert to MSI. That option is. But nowadays, don't worry, because every vendor is designing the application in .exe format also and .msi. So when you're purchasing or downloading, you're getting two files. One is .exe and one is .msi. If you want to install in local machine, you have to use .exe. If you want to install deployment application in network, then we require .msi. I will show you. I have some applications. Okay. So any doubt here? We'll see the first lab today, software deployment here, right? So please write down the heading. Our first lab, software deployment. So in the lab, you require two machines for today's session practical. System 1 server and system 2 is your client machine. So please write down in system 1 server. In system 1 server, log in as administrator. Excuse me 1 minute. So please write down in system 1 server, log in as a administrator. Next point, write down open the ADUC console. Open the ADUC console, Active Directory users and computers. Open the ADUC console and create some OUs with user accounts. Create some OUs with user accounts. Create some OUs with user accounts. Example, sales OU dash S1 S2 user. Sales OU dash S1 S2 user. And when you go to the lab, whatever the OUs last class or before the session start, you created the OUs in the lab machines. We all are deleted. So once again, when you go to the lab, start the practical with creating OUs and user accounts there. Okay. The next point, write down. In system 1 server, open the E drive. In system 1 server, open the E drive. Create one new share folder. In system 1 server, open the E drive. Create one new share folder. Create one new share folder by the name MSI software. By the name MSI software. Or you can create the share folder by any name, but I'm creating the share folder by the name MSI software. Create the share folder by the name MSI software. Dash permission everyone read and write. Dash permission everyone read and write. So when you're sharing this folder, you have to give the permission everyone read and write. Common permission you have to give. Dash permission everyone read and write. Next point, write down in this share folder. In this share folder, keep the .msi extension. In this share folder, keep the .msi extension files or applications. .msi extension applications. In the share folder, keep the .msi extension applications. Okay. So we have to download the application from vendor website or purchase the application and keep it. But for testing purpose, for lab purpose, when you go to the lab, maybe in E drive or D drive, you can find one folder, MSI software folder, and in that you have some applications here, right? So check it out, application.msi is there or not, and come back and shade the folder. Okay, so I have already downloaded some applications here. I'm going to my system one server, open the computer, open the E drive. Here, MSI software folder is not there. If it is not there, you can collect from C drive. You can go to the C drive and go to this folder, AIO folder. In that you can find one folder by the name of MSI software. So do one thing, copy this complete folder to our next drive. So copy, go to the next drive, E drive, and paste it here. But in this folder, we require .msi extension application. So open this folder, and you can see here we have PowerPoint viewer, we have solid converter, we have WinZip, and we have a Word. These 4 applications are there, but these are the not applications, these are the folders. In that we have to check whether we have .msi extension files, application file is there or not. So open the PowerPoint viewer, and you can see here we have a file pp viewer. But what is the type here? Type is what? Windows installer package. So remember here, if the type is Windows installer package, so this application is .msi. This application is what here? .msi. But if you want to confirm, right click on this application file, go to the properties, and you can see the extension here. That is what .msi. Okay. Now if you go back, if you see here the last one, Word viewer. Now when you're downloading the application from vendors are giving 2 types of files, .exe and .msi. You can see if I open this Word viewer folder, you can find 2 files here. One is setup, and the type is what? Application. If the type is application, if you go to property check, that is called .exe here. That is what here, .exe. And you can see we have a last second one, Word viewer, Windows installer package. So this is what? .msi. So we have 2 files, .exe and .msi. But when I'm deploying the application through software deployment, we have to select .msi extension file. Okay. Now come back and check your main folder, MSI folder is shared or not. How to know? Right click on folder, go to the properties, go to the sharing, and you can see folder is not shared. Okay, we have to share. So right click on this MSI folder, click on share with, click on specific people, drag and select everyone, add the everyone, and select read and write option, click on share. And remember this here, inside the folder we have subfolders also. So we want to share these subfolders also. So for that reason we have to click on change settings and click on done for share. But remember this path, /system1/MSI software, because when I'm deploying the application is asking the path, and we have to give the network path, not local path here. Okay, maybe in the lab your system names are different, that you have to check. So click on done, your folder is shared. So next, write down, open the group policy management console. Open the group policy management console. In short, you can write GPM console also. Open the GPM console, group policy management console. Now first decide where you want to deploy this application. You want to deploy on sites, already we know, right? We want to deploy on domain, or we want to deploy on sites, or we want to deploy on OU. This time we want to deploy on OU there. So write down, right click on sales OU. And already we know if it is like this, how to get the OU. That's why I'm not giving all the steps here. Okay. So if it is like this in the lab, what we have to do? We have to expand forest, we have to expand domains, we have to expand domain name. Already we know this one. So that's why I'm not giving all the steps here. So please write down, right click on sales OU and click on edit. Click on create a GPO in this domain. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Click on create a GPO in this domain. So once you click this option, create a GPO in this domain, one new page will open. Create a GPO in this domain, one new page will open, and in this page is asking the policy name. So write down policy name. You can give any name. I'm giving here softwares. Policy name softwares. Policy name dash softwares and click OK. Policy name softwares and click on OK. So once you click OK, your policy is successfully created, but we have to edit this policy. So write down next line, right click on this policy and click on edit. Right click on this policy and click on edit. Now once you click edit, one new page will open. Already we use this one, that is called group policy management editor, and we have two options, computer configuration and user. So this time we want to apply on users, because whenever the user change the computer, the software application has to be deployed there. So write down expand the user configuration. After edit, next line, expand the user configuration, expand the policies. Now see here, in policies, what is the first option? You can see right side also, left side also. In policies, what is the first option? Software settings. So write down expand the software settings. Expand the software settings. Now once we expand the software settings here, right? Once we expand the software settings, and in that you can see here, we have software installation. But you can see here in software installation here, are you finding any entry here? No, we not deploy anything. So now we have to, what we have to do, we have to right click on software installation, new package. So please write down, right click on software installation, click on new and click on package. Right click on software installation, click on new and click on package. Right click on software installation, click on new and click on package. So once you click package, one new window will open, and in this window you can see here is asking the path. File name is what here? Is asking what here? Path. Which application you want to deploy. But remember here, at a time we cannot deploy multiple applications. At a time we can deploy only one application. So one by one we'll apply. So first I want to deploy PowerPoint viewer application. So now tell me how to give the path here. We have to select, right? We have to go to E drive. How to go to E drive? Go to computers. Okay. Then open the E drive, because share folder is available in E drive. Good. Then open the MSI software folder. Very good. Then which application? PowerPoint example. Open the PowerPoint folder. That is good. Then select PowerPoint viewer and click on open to deploy the application. Okay. But tell me what path you are giving to me, right? That is called local path or network path. Local path. It will be accepted? No, because the user is not coming to server to access the application, right? If I give like this, so that's why you can see once I click open, it is saying, sir, warning is there. You cannot verify this path as a network location path. This path is what? Local path. So it means the user has to come to always to server to log in to access this application. If I say yes here, that's why you want to serve the application in network or in server? In network. So I want user should access this application by sitting on any machine in the network. So that's why this path is wrong here. That's why I say that. Remember that network path. So say what we have to say? No. So once again, see here. Right click on software installation, new package. Here we have to give the network path here. And already we know how to give the network path. That is called UNC path. That we have to type here. What is the network path? Double backslash system1 slash share folder name slash your application folder name and then application. We have to select. So please write down file name dash double backslash sys1, but in the lab your system names are different, that you have to confirm this. File name dash double backslash system1, and right now I don't know that in system1 how many share folders are there. Write down single backslash, and you can see how many share folders are there. There are 3 are there, but which one you have to select? MSI software. So write down slash MSI software. Then in MSI software I don't know how many share folders are there. So one more slash, single backslash. Which one I have to select now? PowerPoint viewer. So write down slash PowerPoint viewer and click on open. So this is called network path here, right? Then click on open. Once you click open, so what is the complete path? Double backslash system1 slash MSI software slash PowerPoint viewer, click open. So once you click open, now can you see your application? Yes. So write down select PowerPoint pp viewer dot select pp viewer dot MSI application. Select pp viewer dot MSI application and click on open. Select pp viewer dot MSI application and click on open. So once you click open here, now this path is accepted. This path is called network path here. Okay. So once you click open, is asking one more question here. Sir, select the deployment method, and we have 3 options. Remember this one. One is publish, one is assign, and one is advanced. And this time I'm going for default one, that is a publish, right? So write down select publish and click on OK. Select published and click on OK. So once you select publish, once you click OK, your successfully application is deployed, and you can see the entry here. So you can see here we deployed the Microsoft Office PowerPoint Viewer, and you can see the version also 2003, and this is a publish method deployment, and this is source path. Okay, done. Now tell to the sales user, log into any machine, access your application. So please write down verification in system to client computer, in system to client computer, log in as a sales OU user S1, in system to client computer, log in as a sales OU user S1, log in as a sales OU user S1. Then write down next line, access the PowerPoint Viewer application, access the PowerPoint Viewer application. Now the user is successfully logged. Okay, now the user is asking, sir, how to access application. Tell me, whenever we want to access application, we'll use the programs or not here? We'll go to the start programs, but here start button is not there. So you have to tell the user, go to the search, go to the apps, and you can find your application here. Is there? PowerPoint Viewer application is there? No, it's not available. So assume this user is sitting on 5th floor, and you are the admin, you're sitting on ground floor, and the user is calling, is saying, sir, how to access my application? You're saying to user, sir, log into any machine and access your application, right? So the user has logged, but the user in the list application is not available. So user is calling back to you, sir, he's saying, sir, 3-4 times, sir, I sign out and sign in, but still I'm not getting my PowerPoint Viewer application, right? So the user is replying to you, said 3-4 times I sign out and sign in, and still I'm not getting my application. So then if the user is saying, sorry sir, I'm not getting application, then you have to think, when you're deploying the application, which method you selected? Which method we selected? Published. So when we deploy the application, which method we selected? We selected publish. So what is the meaning of published here? Published means we given the application to user, but user is having choice whether user require this application or not, and the user has to install application manually. User has to install application manually. Example, right? So I'm giving the choice to user. I have given the user application to user. Now the application is available in user profile. If the user require this application, user has to install manually. So that is called what here? Publish. But actually when we require publish, example, we have a project work, and right now we require 10 applications for this project, and right now I don't know this week the user require which application. So what as admin I'm doing, I'm deploying all the 10 applications. I'm deploying all the 10 applications. I'm giving all 10 applications to user. I'm giving the chance to user that this week you require which application, manually you have to install and work on that application, right? But next week you require one more application or 2 application is available in the list, in your program list. Now you have to install manually when you require. So I'm giving the choice to user. I'm giving the choice to user to which application you require. I'm giving all application, but I'm giving the choice to user to install the application manually. So when we selected publish, so tell to the user, okay sir, I will give you some steps, I will give you some option to you, right? Perform the steps and get your application here. So publish means what? Application already deployed to the user, but application is available in user profile, but user has to install application manually. But really in the real time, user is a programmer, right? Is an employee. The employees are not having options or not having good knowledge where is the application and how to install the application. So first day we have to update to user. As admin we have to guide to the user, right? Sir, I will guide to you how to install the application, and this application we have to install only one time. Next day if you log on to the same machine, we don't need to install, just go to start program, you can access your application here. Okay, so which method we selected? Publish. So please write down side heading, publish method, underline this one. Publish method, underline this one. So write down steps. Login as a S1 user. Login as a S1 user. Now see here, you are the administrator, assume it I'm a user, right? And I'm as a user, I'm sitting on 5th floor, and you are the admin, you're sitting on ground floor, and you're guiding to me on the phone. So tell to the user, sir, on phone I will guide you, right? I will tell you the steps, I will tell you the method. You can go to that method and get your application. Okay, So first we have to log in as a S1 user. Now on the screen, are you finding control panel here? Yes. So write down. Next line, open the control panel. So who is doing all these steps? User. As the admin, you are the admin, you're guiding to me. Okay. Open the control panel. Then user is saying, okay, sir, I'm in control panel. Are you finding programs here? So write down, open the programs. Dash, open the programs and features. In programs, you can find programs and features. Open the programs and features. Now, once you click programs and features here, you can see in the next page, ask to the user, sir, in the list, are you getting your PowerPoint, your application or not? Is there? No, it's not available. So tell to the user, the left side, you have one option, install program from the network. Is there? Yes. So tell to the user, click there. So write down, click on install program from the network. Click on install program from the network. Now, once you click this option, install program from the network, who is doing these steps? User itself. So once you click this option, ask to the user, sir, after clicking this option, in the list, application is there or not? Now see here. Once you click programs from the install program from the network, now tell me, ask to the user, sir, in the list, program list, are you finding PowerPoint viewer application or not? What the user will say, yes or no? Yes. If the user is saying no, tell to the user sign out and again sign in. Perform the step you will get. If the user is saying yes, so tell to the user select the application and click on install. So write down select the PowerPoint viewer application and click on install and click on OK. Select the PowerPoint viewer application, click on install and click on OK. Select the PowerPoint viewer application, click on install and click on OK. Now once you click install, your installation is started. It will take few seconds, a few minutes, then installation is successfully completed. Click on OK. Right? Once you click OK, your job is done. Now write down next line. Now access the PowerPoint viewer application. Now access the PowerPoint viewer application. But remember here, this application is viewer only. So if you have existing files, you can open it, but you cannot create the new files here. But if you give read and write application, so means user can open the existing application, user can create the new files also there. Okay. But this application only viewer. So now how to access application? Tell to user, now go to the search, go to the apps. Can you find your PowerPoint your application? Yes. But the user is asking to you one question, sir, always I have to perform these steps to access application? No, only one time, sir. Only one time. If you log on to next day, right, to any machine, you can find your application on the desktop, you can access it. Okay. So this is one we have. Okay. Any doubt? Yes, sir. Sir, you're saying we already shared the folder, but tell me the real time, who is created the share folder? You are the admin. Now tell me, you're going to share this information to all 100 employees. Sir, I created one share folder. In that I have some applications. So please access the share folder from the network and install the applications. Yes, really? No. And really, in the real time, server network discovery is off. You created share folders, but if the user go to the network, if you search your system, you cannot find. One. Second thing, if you have this doubt, I will clear to you. I already say that the user can download the applications, but user cannot install the application. If the user reach to the share folder also, if the user download the application also, but can install? No. So this one. Or if you have still doubt, do one thing, when you're sharing the folder, give the dollar sign. Give the dollar sign. Then what? Your folder is hidden. The user cannot search in the network. Okay. This you have to do. Now till now we have deployed the application PowerPoint. Now I want to deploy the one more application, that is what here? Word application, second application. But this time when I'm deploying the Word application, method procedure is same. But this time I will go for this option. Which option here? Assign it and check the difference here. Now what is the difference here? Example, in this network, how many employees are there? In this department, how many employees? 100 employees. Sorry, 50 employees are there. Now tell me, if I deploy next day, the next user, example S2 user is logging. Example here to this machine. I am logging as a S2 user. Okay. So now tell me, when the S2 user is logging, S2 user also belongs to which department? Sales. And the S2 user is logged here. Okay. So tell to the S2 users that logging to any machine, access your application. Okay, the S2 user is going to this search. Yeah, get the desktop icons if you like here. Now what the S2 user is doing, he's sitting on 5th floor, is going to the search to get the applications. Now tell me, on the list of application, can you find PowerPoint viewer? No. So what we have to tell to the user? Tell to the user, sir, on the phone, I will guide you and please perform the step, get your application. And you are the admin, I'm a user, S2. Now tell me, guide me, how to get the application. Tell to the S2, sir, go to the control panel. Who is doing these steps? User itself. Okay, go to the control panel. Then programs. Okay, sir, I'm in programs. Then click on install program from the, programs and features. Okay, good. Then tell to the S2, sir, click on install program from the network. Okay, very good. So S2 user is saying, okay, sir, I'm in the programs and network. I click on install program from the network. Then what we have to ask to user? Sir, check after clicking this option. Which option? Install program from the network. In the list, application is there or not? So what the S2 is saying? Yes or no? If the S2 is saying yes, tell to the S2 select and click on install get. But this time S2 is saying, sir, after going to this option, which option? Install program from the network. In the list, PowerPoint viewer application is not available. Then what we have to do? Sign out and sign in. I can perform the same steps. So tell to the S2 user, sir, again I will tell you, I will guide you, perform the steps. Log in as S2, open the control panel, open the programs and features, and click on install program from the network. Now ask to the S2 user, sir, this time are you getting PowerPoint viewer application in the list or not? Yes or no? What the user will say? Again the user is saying, no sir, sorry sir. Like this 20 times, you repeated the same steps, and 20 times the user followed the steps, and again at the end the user is saying, sorry sir, I'm not getting application. And you told to user, sir, change the machine also, and still the user is saying yes to, sorry sir, I'm not getting application in the list. So at the end what we have to do? The S2 user is saying, okay sir, you 20 times you repeated the step, I follow also, but still I'm not getting application. So please do one thing, sir, you are my admin, come to my place, come to my machine and solve this problem. And really you are the admin. If any user is getting problem, you are the person who is going to solve the problem. Now tell me what we have to do now. GP update, no, it's not working. Next, you have to go to the user place, user computer, and to solve the problem. And this user is sitting on which floor? 5th floor. You are the admin, you are sitting in ground floor. You have to go to the ground floor to 5th floor, and today lift is not working. Okay, so go to the 5th floor, tell to the user, okay sir, give your machine, I will do it. Now this time the user is sitting, S2 is sitting beside of you, but you are the admin, you logged as a S2. Who is using this mouse now? Administrator. But which account? S2 user account. So S2 is sitting beside of you. S2 is saying, sir, so many times I performed the step, I'm not getting application. So as administrator, take the user account and log in as a user and go to the control panel. So as admin, I'm using this mouse here. So as admin, I'm saying, sir, I say go to the control panel. User is saying, sir, so many times I went there, sir. I say go to the programs. The user is sitting beside of you saying, say, sir, I went there also. Go to the programs and features. I say that go click on install program from the network. The user is saying, sir, so many times I've clicked, but I'm not getting application. But who is using this mouse this time? Admin. Once you click, are you getting application? Yes. Now tell to the S2, sir, see here. Once you click install program from the network, see the application. And the S2 is shocked now. S2 is saying, sir, what magic you have done? Because so many times I've clicked this option, install program from the network, I'm not getting application, but now when you click, you are the admin, you're getting this option. How, sir? How is possible? So what? We have done anything? No. So user is saying, sir, what magic or what you have done? You're getting this application. When I'm clicking, I'm not getting application. Not only we done anything? No. So it means what? The user is saying lie here. The user is saying, sir, this is installation is not my job, sir. You are the admin, you have to come to my place, you have to install it. Now, if this type of users are there, what we can do? We cannot do anything. Really, in the real time, is this type of users are there. So tell to the user, I will do it, sir. No problem there. Select the application, click install, and click on OK. Now tell to the user, sir, go to the programs and access your application is ready for you. Okay. But assume it in this department, we have nearly 50 employees. And like this, and all the user is saying, sorry sir, I'm not getting application. Then what we have to do? We cannot do anything. Go to every computer, all the users, and install the application. Not only you're deploying application, you're doing centralized management on application, but now on installation, are you doing centralized management? No. So then Microsoft is saying, Do one thing, take the help of assign here. Take the help of assign. Through assign, the same thing we can do it. Through assign also we can deploy the application from server to users. To server to users. And user can access the application from the network. But this time through assign, when I'm deploying the application, so tell to the user just log on to any client machine. Application will download. Application is available on your desktop. Application is downloading from server to client. And application is available on desktop. And this time we no need to tell to the user, say, go to control panel, go to programs and features, go to the click on install program from network, install the application. Application is available directly on user desktop. Tell to the user access from the desktop here, right? And log into any machine. So which is the best option now? Assign. So I will show you. Through assign, I'm deploying the Word application, but the method and procedure is same there. Okay. So tell me the steps. What I have to do now? First, we have to check in our share folder. We have that application or not. So you can see in our share folder, we have an application of Word Viewer. Okay, that is good. Then we have to go to group policy. And now tell me, I have to create one new policy or I have to use existing one? Can I use existing? Yes. So already in sales OU, we have a group policy here, software deployment, software. Right click on this software policy, existing policy, and click on edit. And same thing, expand the user configuration, expand the policies, expand the software settings, right? In software installation, right click and click on new package. Okay. So in software installation, right click on software installation, new package. And here we have to give the path, what? /system1. And really, if you don't know in system1 how many shareholders are there, so do one thing, just click on open /system1 and you can find here all the shareholders. So now you can go to here also, double click on MSI software, open the Word Viewer folder and select the select the Word Viewer.msi file and click on open. And this time which option? Deployment method is what? Assign, and click OK. Done. And you can see it's giving the warning symbol. So it means already deployed. Method is assign and this is the path. Now go to the client machine. If the user is saying, sir, application is not there in the list. So tell to the user, sir, do one thing, just sign out and sign in, sir. So go to the sign out and sign in as any user, maybe S1 or S2 user. Now tell to the user, sir, now if you want to access your application, just go to the search and go to the apps and you can see your application is there. Yes, just wait for a few seconds. You can find your application. So can we access from the desktop or not here? Yes. So this application we deploy through assign. So in the real time, which is the best option? Assign is the best. Directly application is available on user desktop. But we have one more option. That is what? Advanced. But before advanced, check it out this one. So you can see here, we deploy the application through publish. We deploy the application through assign. But which version? What is the version here? 2003. We given the version 2003. But example, after some time the users are coming, the users are saying, sir, you deploy the application this version. The version is what we have? 2003. Okay, we have 2003, but we want latest version 7. In the market 7 is there. So we can do one thing, through publish or through assign. We already deploy 2003. Now we can deploy 7. If the user go to the start program, the user can find version 3 also and version 7. Both the user can access, right? But here, I don't want to go for this option. I want to upgrade the application. I want to upgrade. I don't want to give the chance to user to access previous version. I want user has to access only new version. So if you want to upgrade the application, then we have to go for advanced. And by the help of advanced, we can upgrade the application from 2003 to 2007. This option is available. So if I use advanced, so my previous version will upgrade it to new version. And now if you go to the start programs, you cannot find 2003 version. You can find only 7 version. 2007 version is available. So this is what here? Upgrading. So in interview, in exam, it will ask this question. Sir, what is the method publish? What is method of assign? What is advanced? You have to explain that. Okay. So please write down one point there. Assigned method. Whenever the user is logging to client computer, assign method. Whenever the user is logging to client computer, comma, automatically application is available on desktop. Whenever the user is logging to client computer, automatically application is available on desktop. Automatically application is available on desktop. Automatically application is available on desktop. So this is called what here? Assign. Then next write down advanced. Advanced advanced is used for upgrading the application. Advanced is used for upgrading the application. And right now today I'm not having version 7 here, so I cannot show this practical. But in interview and exam, if anyone is asking to you, sir, what is the use of advanced? Is used for upgrading the application, right? So you have to say, sir, is used for upgrading the application from the network. Okay, any doubt? So yes, sir. Same method and deploy the application. Okay, now come to the next one. Yeah, see here, I'm not installing the application in server, right? Just I'm keeping the copy of application in server, but I'm serving to my clients from the network. Yes. Yes, sir. Public to assign. Right click on that publish method. Go to the option assign. You can convert. So now for S1 user, I have given publish. But once you change the publish to assign, so now when the user is, other users are logging. So that method is what? Assign method will be applied for you. We can share with everyone. User can access the share folder from the network. But in the share folder, what you have? Files? No. What we have? Application files. Application file is .exe. Already I say that user can download the application, but user cannot install the applications. Right? Option is so that's why we are going for software deployment. Now come to the next topic. Write down the heading. Scripts. The next topic, write down scripts here. So our next topic is what here? No, sir, I can't hear you. Sorry, Mustafa. I'm not getting your voice. So our next topic is what here? The scripts. Any idea what is scripts? Here we are not talking about our serial scripts or picture scripts here, right? So here we are talking about domain scripts and Active Directory script. So what is script? Script is a programming file here. Script is a programming file, and by the help of script we can give the task to other computers. So please write down script is a programming file. Script is a programming file script is a programming file, comma, by using a script we can give the task to other computer. Script is a programming file, comma, by using a script we can give the task to other computer. Here is one of my friend is asking the question here, sir, what about the licensing here? When you purchase the product, we have to purchase the license or not? So we have two types of license here. One is called single user license and one is called volume license here, right? So volume license also is called paper license. Paper license means what? When you're purchasing the license, single user license, we can install in one machine. But volume license, we can get one software, means one application and one key, but is registered to number of license, right? So we have to purchase the license, volume license from Microsoft. If I'm saying I require 50 volume license of MS Office, so Microsoft will give the 50 volume license, but it will install only 50 machines here. Only 50 user can access, but other user cannot access. So don't worry about the licensing here, because the license we can deploy through our scripts here, and we can deploy through our files. So whenever the user is logging, automatically the license product also will be deployed for the user here. Now, the next topic is what here? Script. Script is a programming file, and by the help of script, we can give the task to other computers here. So what is the meaning of this one? Example. One day I went to the interview. The person is asking one simple question. Sir, we are in working domain model, right? How to create the domain user accounts? How to create the domain user account? How to create the domain user accounts? We know. Yes, we know how to create. We have to go to server, open the ADUC console, right click on users, click on new, click on user, and one page will open. Type the username, you was user1, login name, next, password, next, finish. Account is created. Yes, this is my answer. But the person, interview person, is asking second question. Sir, how to create one more user account, sir? So I'm saying, sir, same method. Is asking, sir, what? Open the ADUC console, right click on users, go to new, go to the user, type the username u2, next, password, next, finish it. The person is asking third question, sir, how to create one more user account? So I'm saying same method, sir. Go to ADUC console, go to new user, and type the username user3, next, password, next, finish. Right? The person is asking, sir, how to create 10,000 user accounts, sir? This is the fourth question. So I'm saying, sir, same method. Go to open the ADUC console, go to right click on users, go to new, go to user, and create the user4, next, password, next, finish. Then one by one like this. So the person is asking, sir, one user is taking how much time to create user account? 1 minute. 10,000 users, 10,000 minutes. The person is asking the fifth question, sir, how to create 10,000 user account in single shot, sir? Means within less than 1 minute. I want to create how many user accounts? 10,000 user accounts. How to create? We can say like this. Sir, open the ADUC console, go to user, new user. So it's going to take 10,000 minutes. But the person is asking, sir, how to create 10,000 user account in single shot? So then tell the answer, sir, scripts. Take the help of script. Write all the usernames, all the user passwords, all the user details, and run the script. Run the scripts. So, and within 1 minute, all 10,000 user account is created. So script is a programming file, but we have to become programmer, right? So we have to know Java scripting or visual scripting or SQL scripting. Then we can write the script here. But real time, we are the system administrator or we are the programmer. We are the system admin. So what we have to know? How to write the script or how to deploy the script? How to deploy. So don't worry, in the real time, we have a programmers. Tell to the programmers, say, take this raw data and design one script file. Take the script file, run in the server. So script will run. And script also used for updating something, or script also used for updating the patches. Script also used for to update your new small updates here. Example, in all 100 machines, I have XP operating system, and right now with Service Pack 1. But after some time in the market, Service Pack 2 is there with the new features. So my boss is saying, sir, change this Service Pack 1 to Service Pack 2. And who is having right to install this Service Pack 2? Administrator. And really, when you install the Service Pack 2, one machine will take half an hour. One machine will take half an hour. So as admin, go to first machine, install this application. Go to next machine, install. Go to next machine, install. So how much time one machine is taking? One machine, half an hour. 100 machines, more than 3 hours, right? 100 machine, how many, sir? Yeah, more than here. So at least we require 4 or 5 days to install the Service Pack 2 in all 100 machines. So we are not saving the time. Then do one thing, give this application to programmer and tell to programmer, write one script. Write one script and take the script file from programmer and go to the server and create one share folder by any name. So I'm creating one share folder by the name of script. And in this share folder, keep the script file. Example, the programmer has given the name to file. There is Service Pack 2 dot extension is VBE, Visual Basic. And keep this file in server and take the help of group policy and take the help of script. And in script, we have two options. One is log on and one is log off. So it means you can deploy the script on log on time. You can deploy the script log off time. I'm deploying the script on log on time. So next day when the user is logging to any machine, so automatically this file will run there or not here. So as admin, we no need to go to all 100 machine to install. Automatically the file is running. This is called what here? Scripts. Like this, one day my boss is coming early morning, is updating to me, sir, inform to all 100 employees, today printer is not working, sir. So you are the admin, you are the responsible person, you have to inform to all 100 employees, today printer is not working. So when the first employee is coming to office, call to the user, tell to the user, said today printer is not working, okay, update it. Now when the next employee is coming, call to that, said today printer is not working. So like this, one by one to all 100 employees. So as admin, how many calls I have to make? 100 calls to 100 employees. Are you saving your time? No, we are wasting the calls, we are wasting the money, we are wasting the time. But you can do one thing, write the message and keep in the scripts, right? And I will show you how to write the message script. Is very easy for us, okay? Just we have to write one code and write your message. So write the message scripts and deploy the script on logon time. So whenever the user is logging to any machine, on the screen one message will show you, say today printer is not working, sir, please don't use, under repair, okay? Like this, afternoon time your boss is coming, it's updating to you, sir, please inform to all 100 employees, tomorrow is a meeting at 5 o'clock. So do one thing, write one message script and deploy the script on log off time. Once you deploy on the log off time, when the user is sign outing the machines, right, so automatically your message will display, say tomorrow is a meeting at 5 o'clock, right? So script we can deploy, by using script we can deploy applications also, and we can deploy the messages also. But we are the administrator, we have to know how to deploy the script, maybe a message or maybe a application. Method and procedure is same. So today I'm not having application script here, so we'll write our script on a message and we'll deploy it, okay? So please write down our next lab scripts. So write down next lab scripts. So please write down in system one server, in system one server, in system one server login as an administrator, in system one server login as a administrator. Next point, write down open the E drive, create one new share folder by the name script, open the E drive and create one new share folder by the name script, create one new share folder by the name script dash permission everyone read and write. So when you're sharing this folder, give the common permission. Create one new share folder by the name script dash permission everyone read and write. Done. So we'll complete first this one. So you can see here, I'm going to my server now, that is my system one, right? Open the computer, open the E drive and create one new share folder. Don't use the existing one, create one new share folder, give any name, but I'm giving here script, okay? And share this folder, right click on this folder, click on share with specific people, drag the option, select everyone, add everyone and go for read and write permission, share and done. Remember the path here, okay? Double backslash system one slash script, click on done, folder is shared. The write down next line, open the share folder, open the script share folder, open the script share folder and create one new text document file. Open the script share folder and create one new text document file. Create one new text document file. So you can see here, I'm opening the share folder here. Double click, it will open. And in that we have to create one new text document. How to create? Right click on white place, click on new and click on text document. Once you click, text document file is created. Next line, write down open the text document file. Open the text document file. Open the text document file. And here, first we have to write the code. Code is very easy. Then after that you have to write your message, right? What message you want to send to the user there, okay? So it's very easy here. So you can write this code or this message in capital letters, small letters, no problem there, okay? So write down Next line, this is a command you can say. Write down wscript dot echo, echo, okay, wscript dot echo. This is a code, okay. Then your message. So example I'm giving here, welcome to Zoom Tech, or give your own message and close this one. So you can write this message in capital, small, your choice. There's no restriction here. Done. Now see here, go to the file and click on save as. Don't click on save. If I click save, it's going to save in text file. We don't want. We want a script file. We have to go to the save as. So please write down, click on file and click on save as. Click on save as. Once you click save as, is asking the question here. Is asking the file name here. Once you click save as, is asking the file name. Said give the file name. You can give any name. So write down, but extension you have to give. Give any name with extension. Okay. So write down file name dash welcome dot VBE. Extension is compulsory. And remember this name. File name dash welcome dot VBE. And click on save and close. Click on save. Now once you click save, VBE. Okay. Click on save and click on close. And observe here, once you close this file, here in the share folder, are you finding one script file here? That is called visual script. Now how to know whether it's properly created or not? Test it here. Once you double click, it will run. It's displaying here, is running. Yes, so it means your script is successfully created. Now we can deploy it. Now close this window. So write down please. Next point, open the group policy management console. Open the group policy management console. Right click on sales OU. Open the group policy management console. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Click on create a GPO in this domain. So once you click this one, create a GPO in this domain, click on create a GPO in this domain. Now see here, once you click this create a GPO in this domain, is asking the policy name. So write down policy name. You can give any name here. I'm giving here log on script. Policy name dash log on script and click on OK. Now once you click OK, you can see the policy is created. Then write down, right click on this policy and click on edit. Right click on this policy and click on edit. So right click on this policy, click on edit. One new page will open. Already we use this one, that is called group policy management deployment. Then write down, expand the user configuration, expand the policies. After edit, write down, expand the user configuration, expand the policies. Then write down, expand the Windows settings. You can see the second option here. We have Windows settings. Expand the Windows settings. Now once you expand the Windows settings, in Windows settings, are you finding a script option? So write down, select scripts. Now once you select scripts here, right side you can see two options are there. One is log on and one is log off. So this time which one you require? Log on. So write down, right click on log on and click on properties. Right click on log on and click on properties. Right click on log on and click on properties. So once you click properties here, one new page will open. Now once you click properties, one new page will open, and in this page we have to add the path by using this add. So right down, click on add. Click on add. Now once you click add here, now we have to type the network path here, complete. So write down script name dash, tell me the path with file name and with extension, complete. Okay, so tell me the path what? script name dash double backslash sys1, very good, slash share folder name is what, script, slash then file name with extension, what is the file, welcome.vbe, and click on OK. Double backslash system1 slash scripts slash welcome.vbe, and click on OK. Now once you click OK, your job is done. But example, I don't know what is the path here. So we can do one thing, we can select through browse also. Go to the browse and you can type here file name double backslash system1 and click on open, and you can see which folder I have to open. Scripts. Open the script folder, select the file VB, and then click on open. Accept it. Yes. Click on OK and click on OK. So once you click OK, your job has done. Then write down verification. In system to client computer. In system to client computer, if already user is working, sign out, sign in. In system to client computer, log in as a S1 user. In system to client computer, log in as a S1 user and check the access logon script, and check slash access logon script, and check slash access logon script. Okay, so see here, once I log on, my logon script has to be worked there. As S1 user, I'm logging. Now are you finding your logon script is working there? Yes, successfully my script is running. So after reading my script, I can click OK to close it. I can start my job. So this is called what here? Logon script. So like this, can we deploy the script on log off time also? Yes, we can deploy the script on log off time. Okay, so you have to check. So till now we have seen what is scripts here. Now come to the next topic. Write down the heading. Yes sir, every logon it will show you. Okay, do one thing. One day is completed, then delete the policy. Then the script will not work there. Okay, so write down the next topic, that is folder redirection. Folder redirection. Now to understand this folder redirection, we have to understand first what is profile. We know what is profile. Yes, profile is a user state environment. Whenever the first time my user is logging to any client computer, my client computer is giving one desktop to my user or not here. That is what? Profile. Okay, that is a profile. But tell me, how many types of profiles we have? Two types. What are they, sir? Local profile and roaming profile. What is the difference between local profile, roaming profile? When the user is logging to any client machine, so this client machine operating system is creating one profile, and this profile is created by client operating system. That's why it's called local profile. And local profile data is going to store in local hard disk, and the profile contains this many items. Already we know, if I go to the user account profile, and the profile contains this many items here. Okay, if the user is storing the data in this many items, that is called what here? Data storing the profile. And basically the user is having which type of profile here? Local profile. But can we convert the profile local to roaming? Yes. Who is having right to convert? Administrator. And what are the options we require? First we require user accounts, then we require one share folder, and we have to share the folder with everyone with the read and write. Right, now go to the user properties and set the path, roaming path. Already we know. Then next day when the user is logging, so inside this share folder, one folder will create by the name of S1, and this folder contains user profile items here. What profile items you have? You have desktop, you have documents, you have pictures, you have videos, you have musics, you have download, right, and you have favorites and etc. There are so many other options are there. Okay, so whenever my user is logging to any client machine, so this many user, this many item user is getting, and this on this many item user is having roaming option. So whenever the user is storing some data on desktop or in download, in pictures, in documents, after job is done, once you sign out, once you log off, so automatically this complete profile will uploaded on server or not here. And next day when the user is logging to same machine, any machine, so the profile again will download from server to clients, and now the user is getting existing profile. So this is called what here? Roaming. But try to understand this one, what I am saying here. In roaming profile, you have this many items here. On this many items, user is getting roaming option. So whether the user is using or not. So user is getting this many option. Whenever the user is logging next day to other machine, right? All these items will download from server to client, and user can find the same desktop. And whenever the user sign out, all these items and all this item data is going to uploaded on server. So this is a roaming profile. So here the problem is what? If the data is more on the profile, your downloading, uploading will become slow. One option. Second problem is what? If the user is saying, I need complete roaming profile, right? I need complete roaming profile, and I want all the items should be as a roaming. So then go for the roaming option. That is the best for that user. Okay. But my user is saying, sir, I want desktop as a roaming, sir. The user is not saying I require roaming profile. User is saying what here? Sir, only desktop. Whatever data I'm storing on desktop, right? That should be saved in server. And that is very important for me. And next day when I'm logging to other machine, I want same desktop data. I don't want roaming feature on documents. I don't want roaming feature on pictures, videos, musics. I don't want roaming feature on my documents also. I want roaming feature only on desktop. Some of the user is saying, I want roaming feature on download folder, sir. I want roaming feature on download. So whenever I change the computer, I want same download folder data also. So then Microsoft is saying, if this type of users are there, don't waste the roaming profile. Don't give the roaming profile, don't waste. Because if I give the roaming profile, my user is very sick to store the data only on desktop. User is not using all the other options. So if the user is not using all the options, right? So all these options are downloading from server to client when the user is logging. When the user log offing, all this data will upload from client to server. We are wasting here. Okay. So that's why the Microsoft is saying this time, take the help of folder redirection. Take the help of folder. So by the help of this folder redirection, we can decide which item should act as the roaming for the user. The profile is local. But we can set a roaming option on one desktop items here. So example, I'm saying desktop as a roaming. So next day when the user is logging to any machine, user can find the same desktop, right? And whenever the user is storing the data on desktop, once you sign out, this data is going to upload it on server. Next day when the user logging to other machine, user can find the same desktop. But in case if the user is storing the data in documents, in downloads, in music, in pictures, so this data, where it will upload? This data will be uploaded on, please 1 minute here. So this data, if the user is storing the data on documents, on downloads, on music, picture, this data is going to store in local hard disk here, right? Only desktop data is going to upload. So we have two options here. If you want to give roaming profile, go to the complete roaming profile. Okay. If you want only one desktop item, one profile item should act as a roaming, then we have to take the help of folder reduction. And when you're going folder reduction at a time, we cannot set two options as a roaming here. One by one we have to set. Example, my user is saying I want desktop as a roaming and document as a roaming, not other things. So then one by one we have to go. At a time we cannot set both as a roaming then. Okay, any doubt? So please write down. Our next lab, folder redirection. In brackets write down on desktop. Folder redirection. In brackets write down on desktop. But before going to folder redirection here, please check it out first here. If I go to the client machine as a user, if I'm storing the data on desktop, so example, I'm storing one folder data on desktop. So now tell me, if I check the path where this folder is storing, if I right click on this folder, if I go to the properties, what is the path? Local path. You can see here, path is what? C users S1 dash desktop. So this is called what here? Local path. So user data storing in local hard disk. Next day, if the user log on to other machine, can you find the same desktop data? No. The user is saying on desktop, I require roaming, sir. So please write down in system1 server, login as administrator and create one new share folder by the name folder red, RED. Or you can create the share folder by any name, but this time I'm creating the share folder by the name of folder red. Create the share folder by the name folder red. Dash permission everyone read and write. dash permission everyone read and write. And this folder should be empty share folder. In this folder, don't create the files, don't create the folders here. Create one new share folder by the name of folder red. I'm giving the name red, but you can give complete name also, no problem there. But remember these things. Dash permission everyone read and write. Okay. So first we'll complete this one. So I'm going to my server now. Open the computer. Open the E drive. And I'm creating one share folder here. The folder name I'm giving here, folder space red. And remember here, how many spaces I'm giving, that also is very important. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Okay. And share this folder. So right click on this folder, share with specific people, drag everyone, add the everyone, and give the permission read and write, share, then done. But remember this path. Okay. Network path, done. And this folder should be empty share folder. Next, write down. Open the group policy management console. Open the group policy management console. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Now see here, once you click this option, which option? Create a GPO in this domain. One new page will open, is asking the policy name. You can give any name. So write down folder redirection on desktop. You can give any name, it will accept it. Folder redirection on desktop and click OK. Folder redirection on desktop and click on OK. So once you click OK, your policy is successfully created. Then write down, right click on this policy and click on edit. Right click on this policy and click on edit. Now once you click edit, one new window will open. And in this window, right, group policy management editor, we are going for users. So write down, expand the user configuration, expand the policies, expand the user configuration, expand the policies, expand the window settings, expand the user configuration, expand the policies, expand the window settings. Now see here, once you expand the window settings, are you finding folder redirection option there? You can see here also, or here. Is there? Yeah. So write down, select folder redirection. Now once you select folder redirection, right side, you can find so many options there. Once you select folder redirection, right side, are you finding so many options? But remember here, at a time we cannot select multiple options. We can select only one. And this time I want to go for desktop. So write down, right click on desktop and click on properties. Right click on desktop and click on properties. Now once you click properties, one new page will open. And in this page, you can see we have option settings. And tell me what is selected by default. Not configure. So what we have to do in setting, we have to drag this option and select the first option. What is the first option? Basic. We have to select basic. So write down, in settings, select basic. In setting dash select basic. Now once you select basic, now in the down, you can see here some options are changed, and here what is asking? Root path. And this time don't go to browse. Give the root path, means network path, right, manually. Okay, so write down root path dash double backslash sys1 slash folder red. But between folder red, how many spaces are there? 1. That also you have to count and give it. Folder space red. And click on apply. Yes. Okay. So once you click apply, is accepted. Click on yes and click on OK. Click on apply, click on yes and click on OK. So job is successfully done. Okay, deploy. Next, write down verification. In system to client computer, in system 2 client computer, log in as a S1 user. In system 2 client computer, log in as S1 user. And this policy is going to apply not to only S1. This policy is going to apply to all users of sales OU. Okay. So write down in system 2 client computer, log in as a S1 user. After that, write down next line. On desktop, create some files. On desktop, create some files. Next, write down next line. Right click on file 1, click on properties. Right click on file 1, click on properties. Right click on file 1, click on properties, and check the location path. And check this location path. Now tell me, once you sign out, sign in. Now location path is what? Network path or local path? Network path. So write down, check the location path dash network path. Right now it is showing local path, but once you sign out, sign in, it will show you network path there. Check the location path dash network path. Done. Now see here. To apply this policy, tell to the user, sir, please sign out and again sign into same machine or other machine. No problem there. Now we logged as a S1 user here successfully. So you can see script also is running there. So we have to, okay. So you can see here, create the files. Not only the new files, existing files also will be uploaded here. Now create the file, right click on this file and click on properties, and you can see now what is the network path. Location path is network, double backslash system1 slash folder red, and inside the folder one more folder is created. That is what? S1. In that one folder is created desktop. So data is going to store in user S1 in desktop. If I log in as a user 2, one folder will create user 2 and user 2 data will store in user 2 account here, right? This is a one. Next you can see here, if the existing file also, if you check, this file also is uploaded to my server here, okay? Now, but if I'm storing the data on desktop, that is updating on server, that is okay. But if I go to the documents, if as a user, if I create one file, now tell me this file is going to upload it on which machine? In server or in local machine? In local machine. So you can see the path is what here? Local path here. So only desktop data is updating on server. So next day, if I change the wallpaper, if I log into other machine, can you find the same wallpaper, same desktop data or not? Yes. So we have set on desktop as a roaming. Desktop as a roaming there. And this data is storing on server. So in server, in this one folder is creating, and in that one folder is creating by the name of desktop. So on desktop, whenever you create anything, so it's going to store in the desktop data. Okay. Done. Yes, sir. As admin, you are the boss. You can go to the server, right? You can, 1 minute, please. Here. You can go to the server and you can access. There's no problem there, right? You can go to the share folder. You can open the S1 folder. You can open the desktop. You can access, but you not have rights. So if you're not having rights, what we can do? Already I told that we have to take forcefully ownership. We have to take the forcefully ownership. Then you can access, right? You are the boss. You're not having right, but you can take forcefully ownership. You can access. Okay. Any doubt? Only use the desktop, sir. Only use. Any other question? Now come to one more option here. One more practical is there. Are you finding the last option here? What? Preferences. So write down group policy preferences. Group policy preferences. Group policy preferences. Now first I will show you what is there in the group policy preferences, then we'll apply it and we'll understand what is the use. Now if you expand the group policy preferences, you can find two options. One is Windows settings and one is control panel. So it means we can apply some restriction on control panel items, we can apply some restriction on Windows settings. But I will go to the Windows settings because we have different options there. In Windows settings, you can see here we have so many options. What are the options we have? Applications, drive map. What is the meaning of drive map? Network drive. Like last class we discussed home folder network drive, that is called drive map. Environment, files, folders, in files, registry and shortcut. I will take the example of this one to understand easily what is this drive map. So already I told that drive map is what here? Your home folder network drive. And already we know how to deploy this home folder network drive. Yes, the last session we discussed. If I want to give the home folder network drive to one user, so as an admin in our server, we require one share folder. We created by the name of home. We given the permission. When we are sharing this folder, we given the permission everyone read and write. Then after that, what we have done, we went to the user accounts, we went to the user properties, and we set the home folder path. Okay, we know that I've given the drive letter is Z here. So next day when my user is logging to any client machine, can you find the Z drive or not here? When as S1 user I am logging, so I can find the Z drive. If the user is storing the data in the Z drive, this data automatically is updating on server in S1 user account here. Okay, now the user next day this machine is not working. As a user, can I log into other client machine? Yes. Can I find the same network drive, same data also? Yes. But here what is the condition? There is no condition actually here. The user can log into any client machine, any operating system, any hardware machine, user can access this drive, right? There is no restriction. But what the Microsoft is saying, you can do one thing through group policy preferences also. You can give this network drive. You can give this network drive. If through group policy preferences, if I give network drive, I can apply my own conditions and restrictions. What conditions we want? We want conditions in our network. Example, in our network, we have nearly 100 machines with different operating system. So if I give the network drive through home folder, so my user can log into any machine, user can access this drive, no restriction. But I want this drive, user should access by using Windows 8 machines only. If my user is logging to Windows 10 machine, if my user is logging to member server, if my user is logging to XP machine or Windows 7, this drive should not work. I want this drive should work only in Windows 8 machine. We can apply, not only operating system. We can restrict the hardware also. Example, I want the user should access this drive by sitting on system 2 machine only. When the user is logging to system 3, system 4, system 5, drive should not connect. I want this feature. Or I want processor restriction, speed. I have different processor, different speed is there. I want when the user is logging to 3 giga processor, 3 gigahertz processor, drive has to work, drive has to access. But when the user is logging to other computers which is having 1.4 gigahertz or 3.6 gigahertz or 2 gigahertz processor, drive should not work. Not only this one, I want restriction RAM speed. I have 3 GB RAM in some machines, 4 GB RAM some machine, 8 GB RAM. I want whenever the user is logging to 3 GB RAM machines, the drive has to be displayed. When the same user is logging to 4 GB RAM machine and 8 GB RAM machines, drive should not display. This we want. Not only this one, we can restrict by IP also, we can restrict by time also, we can restrict by computer also, we can restrict by edition also, we can restrict by share folder also. This many options are available. So home folder network drive, I can give through home folder option also. Home folder network drive, I can give through group policy preferences. Through group policy preferences, if I'm giving, I can apply as an administrator my own conditions, own restrictions. So this time, we'll give the home folder network drive through group policy preferences, then we'll access. Okay. But you can see here right now, if I log in as a user in the client machine, if I log in as a user in the client machine, if I go to the computer, now tell me, are you finding any network drive here? No. So this time I want to give through home folder network drive. So please write down in system 1 server, in system 1 server, login as an administrator. In system1 server, login as a administrator. Next, write down, open the E drive, create one new share folder, by the name XYZ. I'm giving the share folder name this one, XYZ, or you can give any name, no problem. Create the new share folder by the name XYZ dash everyone read and write. So when you're sharing this folder, give the permission everyone read and write, and this folder should be empty share folder. Okay. Create the new share folder by the name XYZ dash permission everyone read and write. Okay. So first I will complete this one. So I'm going to my server, open the computer, open the E drive, and create one new share folder by any name. But I'm creating the name what? XYZ, right? So we have a share folder by the XYZ, and in this, don't create any files. But we have to share this folder. Right click on this XYZ folder, share with specific, drag, select everyone, add it with the read and write permission, click on share and click on done. So folder is share, and this is empty one. Then write down, open the ADUC console, Active Directory users and computers. Open the ADUC console. Okay. Then write down, right click on sales OU, open the ADUC console, Active Directory user and computers, right click on sales OU, click on new and click on share folder. Right click on sales OU, click on new, click on share folder. So it means first we are updating to Active Directory. This folder should act as a drive for my user. Okay. Click on share folder. So once you click share folder here, is asking two things. Sir, what is the share folder name and what is a network path? And that share folder will act as a what here? Drive. You can find drive symbol. So write down name dash XYZ. Then write down network path dash /sys1 / XYZ and click OK. Name dash XYZ, network path dash /system1 / XYZ and click on OK. So once you click OK, you can see here one drive will create, share folder as a drive. Can you find here? Yes. Next, write down, open the GPM console, Group Policy Management console. Open the Group Policy Management console, right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Right click on sales OU and click on create a GPO in this domain. Click on create a GPO in this domain. Once you click, is asking the policy name. So write down, type the policy name, network drive. Okay, policy name dash network drive and click OK. Policy name dash network drive, click OK. So once you click OK, your policy is created. Then write down, right click on this policy and click on edit. Right click on this policy and click on edit. Now once you click edit, this window will open, Group Policy Management Editor, and we are going for users. So write down, expand the user configuration. Expand the user configuration. And after what? Next, what we have to go? Policies or preferences? Preferences. So write down, expand the preferences. Expand user configuration, expand the preferences. Expand the preferences. So once you expand the preferences here, in that write down, expand the window settings. Expand the window settings. Now once you expand the window settings here, in this page, are you finding drive map here? So write down, right click on drive maps. Right click on drive maps and click on new. Right click on drive maps, click on new and click on map drive. Right click on drive maps, click on new and click on map drive. Now once you click this map drive, one new page will open, and in this page first is asking, sir, what action you want to take. I want to take the action for create. So write down, select the action dash create. Select the action dash create. Okay. Next is asking location path, network path we have to give, and this is a browse symbol, we have to give the network path, and don't type manually, it will not accept. We have to go to browse, we have to select. So write down network location path dash, click on browse, location path dash, click on browse, location path dash, click on browse. Then write down select the domain name zoom.com, select the domain name zoom.com, select the domain name zoom.com. Then write down select the share folder xyz and click on OK. Select the domain name zoom.com. The next line, select the share folder xyz and click on OK. So path is accepted. But tell me, where is the domain name? Are you finding domain name here? I say select the domain name zoom.com. Is there? Is there? If it is not there, you have to drag some options, you will get. Now see here, what is showing here? Entire directory is there. So drag this option. Can you find your domain name? So please, in the lab, don't ask that domain name is not there. Okay, so you have to drag select. Okay, then we have to select what? Share folder and click on OK. So once you click OK, your path, you can see here, accept it. Yes. Then every drive require drive letter or not here. So write down drive letter, select drive letter Z, and don't select with keyboard, select with this list. Select drive letter Z, or you can select any drive letter, no problem there. Okay, then username and password is not required. I don't want this username and password here. Then write down, check the select show this drive and show all drive. Select show this drive and show all drive. Select show this drive and show all drive and click on apply. Don't click OK. Select show this drive and show all drive and click on apply. Now after apply, your job is not done. Try to understand. If I click OK, the user can access this drive by sitting on any machine. There is no restriction, but we want to apply our own conditions, restrictions or not. So for that reason, we have to go to this option. Which option? Common tab. So write down next line, select the common tab. After apply, don't click OK. Okay, select common tab, select common tab. Now in common tab, there are so many options are there. Check the last one. So write down, check the box, item level targeting. Check the box, item level targeting. Okay, check the box, item level targeting. Click on targeting tab. Click on targeting tab. Now once you click this targeting tab here, one new page will open. One new page will open, and in this page, you can see here. Are you finding new items here? So write down, click on new items and click on operating system. Click on new items and click on operating system. Now see here, once you click new item, how many options are there? You can use this many options. Your choice is there, but I'm using operating system here. How many options are there? You can restrict by battery present also, like CMOS battery or your laptop battery also. It is working, allow it. If it is not working, don't allow it. You can see here computer name, CPU speed, data match, space is available, domain, files, IP address, language, right, MAC address. We have network connections, right? We have operating system, OU. If the user is shifted to other OU, don't allow it. If the user is in this OU, allow it. Like that we can. We can restrict by RAM also, speed. We can restrict by terminal sessions also, remote desktop also. We can restrict by time range, username and password. Okay. So we can use any option here, but I'm going for operating system. So once I click operating system, you can see here by default is which operating system is accepting. Windows 8, but I don't want Windows 8, right? I want XP. Can we go to XP? Yes, you can drag this option. You can go for XP or 2003 or Vista or Windows 7, Windows 8. But actual to check the output on my next machine, if I select XP, so on my next machine, which operating system we require? XP we require. But today I'm on next machine, I'm not having XP. Which one I have? Windows Server 2012. Can I go to that one? Yes. So write down in product, select Windows Server 2012 family. In product, select Windows Server 2012 family and click on OK. Okay. Your job is done. Not only this one, you can see edition also is there, release also is there, computer mode also is there. You can go to all these options here, whether you require. Now see here, editions also is available. You can go to any edition, right? Computer mode, DC or member server, you can go. Release is not available here actually here. So you can, if I have release, you can go to release also, okay? Now click on OK and click on OK. So now tell me, everything is okay? You can see here, are you finding green symbol here? Means everything is okay. If you're getting yellow color triangle, so means what? You've done your job, but something is missing there. You have to right click and go to properties and make the correction there. Write down verification. In system to client, in system to client, in bracket write down 2012 OS. If you have XP, Vista, Windows 7, you can log in, but you cannot see the drive there, okay? In system to client, Windows Server 2012 OS. Log in as a S1 user. If already user is working, tell to the user sign out, sign in to check this one. In system to client computer, log in as a S1 user and open the computer. Write down open the computer and access the network drive, Z drive. Access the network drive, Z drive. Access means open the drive, store some data and check. But tell me, this operating system is a which operating system here? 2012. Okay. If you have 2012, then you can access. So you can see here, if I go to the computer, can you find this drive? Yes. And this drive is XYZ, is Z drive. And if I store some data here, automatically it's going to update in my server, right? And you can see here in server, if you go to the server, if you go to the computer, if you open the E drive, if you open XYZ folder, you can find all the files are updating or not here. Yes, in one location, all the files are updating here. So, but this user, in case if the user is logging to XP machine or Windows 7 machine, can you find this network drive? Can you access? No, option is not available. Okay. Now, please write down one more lab. Group policy modeling. Open the computer, access the network drive, Z drive. The last point. Okay. Now we have one more option. You can see here group policy modeling. Actually, what is modeling? Modeling means status here. Example, I want to know on S1 user, how many policies are affecting and what are the names of this policy and what are the condition I have applied. Because I will not go to every level, OU level, domain level, site level, I will not check. So by using group policy modeling, we can check the status of particular OU or particular user. Example, one day my boss is coming, he's saying, sir, I want to know on S1 user, sir, how many policies are affecting and what are the names of these policies. So I want to give the answer. So we can give the answer by using group policy modeling. So please write down. What is the next lab? Group policy modeling. So write down. In system 1 server, open the group policy management console. In system 1 server, open the group policy management console. In system 1 server, open the group policy management console. Okay. Then write down, right click on group policy modelings and click on group policy modeling wizard. Right click on group policy modeling and click on group policy modeling wizard. Right click on group policy modeling and click on group policy modeling wizard. Right. Now once you click this group policy modeling wizard, one new window will open. So write down 2 times, next, next. Click next, next. Click next, one more time, next. Now here we have 2 options. Container means OU, users means single user. I want to go for single user. So write down select user, click on browse. Select user and click on browse. Now once you click browse, is asking what is the username, type it. So write down, type the username S1 and click OK. Type the username S1, click OK. Accept it. Then write down, check the box, skip to the final page. Skip to the final page. Check the box, skip to the final page and click next, next, finish. check the box, skip to the final page and click on next, next, finish. Click on next, one more time next, and click on finished. So once you click finish here, your job has successfully done. Now see here, are you finding report is generating? But report will not show you here. If you close this one, and you can see report is not showing here. Report we have to check by using details. So write down next line. Select the details tab. Select the details tab and check all the policies. Select the details tab and check all the policies. Select the details tab and check all the policies. Now see here, once I select the details tab here, you can see all the policies. Close this window when it's opening. Now we are checking the status of each user, S1, and you can see here. If you come down, you can find all the policies here. So you have to expand actual these options. You can see here, through software deployment, we deploy this, right? These applications we have deployed. And if you can come down, you can see here, in group policies, right? We deploy this many items like Windows, we have deployed this one. And you can see here, like in Windows settings, we deploy scripts, and from folder redirection, we deploy what here? This one. And you can come down, you can see from preferences also, we deploy like map network drive, and drive letter is what here? Z drive. Can you find this complete information or not here? Yes, we can collect the complete information policies through group policy modeling here. Okay, we check the status of S1 user. Now one more option is there, how to take the group policies which we created backup. It's very easy. You have to do in the lab. Go to the group policy object, because all the policies are available in group policy object. How to take the backup? Select all the policies which you created. Right click on these policies and click on backup, and is asking, sir, where you want to store? Go to the browse. I want to store in computer, in which drive? In E drive, and create one folder in E drive by using this option. Which option? Make a new folder, give any name. I'm giving here GP backup, right? And click on OK, and click on backup. So your backup process started. It will take few minutes. Then in future, if the backup is there, in future, can we restore the policies if it is deleted? Yes, we can restore. So write down next lab, you have to do with your own. Group policies backup and restore. Recover, you can say group policies backup, group policy backup, and you can say restore or recover. Okay, group policies backup and recover. Now see here, policies are done, backup is successfully completed. Click on OK. But example, in future, this policy is lost. Which policy is lost? Log on script is lost, deleted. Someone has deleted, my junior admin is deleted. I want back. How to get back? Okay, you're saying, sir, go to E drive. Okay, very good. Then E drive. After that, go to group policy backups. Now tell me, what you can find here? Nothing is it, because these are the encrypted here. So how to restore? Restore we have to do from here only. Open the group policy, open the group policy object, and right click on this white place. And here you can find manage backups. And here, are you finding all the policies here? Yes, which one you want back? Log on script. Select and click on restore. And click on OK. I want to restore. Is done. Click OK and click on close. Now see here, your policy is back or not? But remember here, policy is back, but it's not linked here. So we have to right click and we have to go to where you want to link. Link that policy. Policy is back, but we have to link where you want. It's not going to link. Right? Done. So today we have to check this many practical, small, different topics are there. We have to check. Okay. And today we completed group policy second class, and tomorrow we are going to discuss Active Directory fourth class. And tomorrow we have a topic, trust relationship. How to create the trust between two different forest domains. We are going to discuss that. Okay. So thank you very much for today's session, sir.